Larry Bird's powerful words left Caitlin Clark speechless. https://www.youtube.com/watch. VI_XZRU_EZPOO and T=793S. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball. She's changing the way the game is seen. Her electric performances and fearless confidence have captured the spotlight, drawing attention from fans, sports analysts, and even NBA icons who usually stay silent on the WNBA. Very few players have stirred this much admiration or sparked this much debate, whether it's her jaw-dropping stats or the bold way she plays. Caitlin is leading a movement that's pushing women's basketball into an entirely new era. Of course, her rise hasn't been all cheers. She's faced criticism, skepticism, and plenty of attempts to discredit her success. But now, two of the most respected names in basketball history, Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, have stepped into the conversation, and what they've said is making waves. After weeks of media buzz and heated discussions, Michael Jordan finally spoke up. His message was clear. The WNBA owes Caitlin a lot for what she's bringing to the sport. But he didn't stop there. MJ went further, calling for major changes in how the game is officiated, a sign that Clark's impact is being felt far beyond the box score. Michael Jordan didn't mince words. He made it clear the officiating Caitlin Clark has faced. It is unacceptable. It's time the league steps up and makes things right, he said, calling out the blatant unfairness in how games have been called. His comments didn't just support Caitlin, they sent a message to the entire WNBA. Respect must be earned, and also protected. When someone like MJ, widely considered the greatest of all time, stands up for a player, the world listens. Know his backing signals that Caitlin Clark isn't just another rising star, she's changing the game in ways that can't be overlooked any longer. Another basketball icon who sees that change. Allen Iverson. Known for his lightning-quick crossover and streetball flair, Iverson redefined how the NBA viewed guards and ball handlers. Like Caitlin, he wasn't the biggest or the strongest, but his will, creativity, and skill made him unstoppable. He became a cultural icon, inspiring a generation. Now, Caitlin Clark is following a similar path. Her fearlessness, deep shooting range, and high IQ have turned her into a symbol of the new era in women's hoops. Young athletes across the country are watching and learning from her not just how to shoot, but how to lead. In a recent interview, Iverson praised Caitlin's mindset and court vision, calling her a true game changer. His recognition adds even more weight to the idea that Caitlin isn't just making waves. She
shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, and not just scoring the basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going to only get better.
Allen Iverson knows exactly what it takes to carry a team on your back, and he sees that same fire. In Caitlin Clark, during his prime, Iverson was the heart and soul of his team's offense, taking on the pressure of being the go-to scorer night after night. Caitlin is doing the same now, and Iverson isn't shy about applauding her fearless drive. Her constant aggression, he says, is a must-have for any player tasked with leading an offense. But what really separates the greats from the legends? According to Iverson, it's not just about putting up points, it's about lifting everyone around you. And in that department, Caitlin shines. Despite being the youngest on her team, Clark plays with the poise of a seasoned vet. Her court vision, unselfish passing, and instinctive decision-making make her a true floor raiser, a player who makes teammates better just by being out there. Iverson himself pulled off the near impossible by dragging an underdog squad to the NBA Finals, powered by his ability to both score and lead. He sees that same potential in Clark. With time, experience, and the right support, Iverson believes Caitlin will take her game and her team to even greater heights. Her journey is only just beginning, and according to AI, the ceiling is sky-high. Now, the ball is in the Indiana Fever's court. Can they build the right pieces around their generational talent? As Caitlin Clark continues to light up the court, she's also earning praise from some of the most respected voices in the game, including Charles Barkley. Barkley, an NBA Hall of Famer turned outspoken sports analyst, knows exactly what it's like to live under a microscope. With a legendary career and more than 20 years behind the mic, he's seen it all. The pressure, the praise, and the criticism. That's why his recent comments about Clark carry serious weight. Barkley has spoken out in admiration of how Clark handles herself not just as a player, but as a public figure. He pointed out that it's rare to see someone so young manage the demands of stardom with such composure. Between the media buzz, fan expectations, and constant spotlight, Clark has remained focused, humble, and sharp. According to Barkley, it's not just Clark's on-court brilliance that makes her special. It's her ability to navigate everything that comes with fame and do it with the maturity of a veteran. That kind of presence, he says, is what separates good players from future legends. The takeaway, Caitlin Clark is already turning heads with her game, but it's her poise, leadership, and professionalism that are winning respect from the game's biggest icons.
And the thing I love about her, she never says a word. And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster.
Yeah.
Much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
I think she was tired. I think she was banged up from the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been ready for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out on the no. She came straight out of college.
Isn't just thriving in the WNBA. She's rising above every challenge the league throws her way. From the outside, her game dazzles. But it's her mindset, work ethic, and resilience that truly set her apart. Coming into the league, expectations were sky high. Fans were eager, franchises were watching closely, and critics were ready. But Caitlin didn't just meet the moment. She shattered every prediction, proving she's not only talented, but tough as nails. That the transition from college to the pros is no small leap. The WNBA is faster, rougher, and more demanding. Every possession matters, every hit is harder. And for someone like Clark, constantly targeted by defenders, the physical toll is real. What surprised many is how well she's handled that grind. With a focus on physical conditioning and preparation, Caitlin has shown she can take the hits and keep going. Game after game, she's learned, adjusted, and improved, a testament to her commitment behind the scenes. Initially, some wondered if Clark's brilliance was more finesse than force. But now, it's clear, she's got both. She's proving that greatness isn't just about talent, it's about grit, growth, and the relentless drive to evolve. Dominance in basketball doesn't always come in the form of brute strength, and no one knows that better than Shaquille O'Neal. Widely regarded as the most physically dominant force the sport has ever seen, Shaq never questions his own legacy. No, but when it comes to today's game, his admiration isn't reserved for players built like him. In fact, Shaq has long called Steph Curry his favorite player in the modern NBA, not because of size or power, but because of impact, and now, he's extending that same level of praise to WNBA rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. Appearing on Unapologetically Angel Reese's podcast, Shaq didn't hold back in showing respect for Clark, even though she's Angel's biggest on-court rival. He applauded Caitlin's ability to dominate the game despite her smaller frame, drawing a clear parallel to Curry, who has redefined what greatness looks like without towering over opponents. To Shaq, both Clark and Curry share something rare: the power to change the game from the outside in. Their unique styles, combined with unmatched skill and basketball IQ, have brought new energy to their leagues. And that, he says, is the real engine behind a league's success. Players who don't just play the game, but
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark, besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph
Okay.
Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Roh, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like, if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy.
Yeah.
But he's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Never seen nobody do that.
about Caitlin Clark went beyond surface-level praise. They revealed a deeper understanding of what makes her so special. During his conversation on Unapologetically Angel, Shaq pointed out that Caitlin is doing things no one in the WNBA has ever done, feats even her biggest rival, Angel Reese, has had to acknowledge. Angel, never one to shy away from the spotlight, admitted that Clark can hit threes from the logo, but her tone suggested it wasn't that big of a deal. Yet make no mistake, it is. Shooting from that deep takes more than talent. It takes relentless practice, laser-sharp precision, and nerves of steel, and when Clark does it, fans erupt, because they know they're watching something rare. Shaq gets that. He sees Clark's deep shooting not just as a skill, but as a spectacle, the kind of magic that brings new eyes to the game. In fact, his comments could be seen as a quiet challenge to Angel Reese, who's been vocal in saying that Caitlin isn't solely responsible for the WNBA's surge in popularity. Still, there's no denying the contrast in styles. While Reese brings grit and power inside the paint, Clark stretches the floor with impossible range. That difference might be fueling a bit of envy, or, at the very least, healthy competition. Either way, Shaq's take is clear. Caitlin Clark is a key reason why the WNBA is growing in visibility and excitement, and her rivalry with Angel Reese. That's just adding fuel to the fire, the kind that keeps fans coming back for more. Caitlin Clark isn't just a rising star, she's become a central force behind the WNBA's growing popularity. Alongside her rival, Angel Reese, she's drawing record-breaking attention, echoing a historic shift in basketball.
One of the things that I learned coming from one Rookie of the Year to another, even though mine was 19 years ago, one of the biggest things after winning Rookie of the Year, because that's a big deal, first of all, that's a huge achievement and you should be proud. But going forward, I think the biggest thing I tried to focus on was getting stronger. I wanted to get stronger, I wanted to get faster, I wanted to be better on defense. But more than anything, I tell you, the biggest people that I leaned on was my family. My support. What you did this past season was crazy. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history, most assists by a rookie in WNBA history, 3-time Eastern Conference Player of the Week, 4-time WNBA Rookie of the Month. I could go on and on, so shout out to you, Caitlin. It's been amazing to watch you hoop day in and day out, and not just to see the behind the back going left threes from deep, but more so just to see the passion and the joy that you play with, and to see the way that you make your teammates better. So I just